All right. Without further ado, we bring you Big Z, Zander Krause, and how you doing on this post-mortem Massacre Monday? How you doing?
Yeah, what's up, Sills? How you doing, brother? Free agency, but not too good for the Birds, man. I gotta, Sills, it's good when I got the whole chat this morning. Some are either saying you're right, and some are either ripping it. Oh, you're overreacting. It's a good time if that's happening. But a lot of players leaving this football team, man. It makes me queasy, Sileo.
Okay, let's start here. 3 starters lost off your defense. That's now 8 in 2 years. What do you make of that?
Well, I make of it that I can't stop thinking about listening to you in the first couple minutes of your show today, and you rattled off the 8 guys. And let's just real quick. Darius Slay and Isaiah Rodgers would be your cornerbacks. Reed Blankenship and C.J. Gardner-Johnson will be your safeties. Nakobe Dean and Oren Burks will be your linebackers. Milton Williams, Josh Sweat, and Jaelan Phillips will be your defensive line. I mean, that's a damn near championship defense right there, Sills.
And if you want, you can go back and make that deal back with Booker, and there's your backup guy.
There you go.
And you put Booker back there too. I mean,
dude, that's a lot of guys, Sills.
That's a lot of good guys.
I know. It's a lot of good players. And, I think I think the gray area is the truth. I mean, you're not going to pay everybody, but I also agree with you. Like, if that's the excuse you're going to make when every single person leaves your building, how long is that going to last for? Until you're the Raiders? So I'm not a huge fan of using that for everything. I'm not saying everybody should be gone, but they've clearly made some bad decisions here. Clearly. And to chalk it all up to, well, they can't pay everybody, I think is naive. I mean, Josh Sweat could have been here and they wouldn't have never had to trade a 3rd-round pick for Jaelan Phillips and then let Jaelan Phillips walk. Had Nolan Smith developed, as you point out, better, maybe they're not even looking for an edge at that level. So there are a lot of things here. And my main concern is the team has been so defensive for 2 years. And the defense has really been the anchor of the success. Wouldn't you agree with that the last couple of years?
Absolutely.
Yeah, and that's the thing that has really gotten blown up. When you look at the offensive side of the ball, who's left the offense in the last 2 years?
Jahan Dotson.
That's it. Now, maybe Goddard leaves now, but still, it's pretty amazing that as good as the defense has been, I mean, they really just have crazy faith in Vic Fangio, or they just believe he's going to turn the chicken scratch into chicken soup. It's pretty crazy that that's the build of the team, and that's the side of the ball you let everybody walk. But
is Vic the most important coach in that building?
Yeah, I think so. And I think the way they handle the personnel there maybe proves it.
Yes. Boy, I'll tell you, man, this is the 2nd year in a row. Last year, you lost 4 starters. This year, 3 starters. I mean, how come they don't touch the offense, man? Is it because they can't?
Well, I do think some of the contracts are hard. I mean, remember, one of the reasons that Howie is able to play ball the way he does is because most of the time he's been pretty good on his contracts recently in terms of evaluation of players. So if a contract blows up, i.e. A.J. Brown, it gets ugly quick because you can't move on from the player without destroying your cap. So that's why the A.J. Brown thing's at a standstill. So, if they get it right, then no, it's not a problem. But the second you start wanting to get rid of some of those big contracts, that's when life gets real tough.
Would you trade A.J. Brown for Nick Bosa?
Ooh. Well, considering that I'd prefer a good player over a draft pick at this point, yeah, but do you think Nick Bosa's better days are behind him?
Do you think A.J. Brown's better days are behind him?
Yeah, I do.
See, to me, you got a golden nugget still. It's A.J. I don't think you're going to get better.
Yeah, but it's hard to move on.
You're not going to get better in free agency, right? You're not going to get better in free agency. It's not been a great free agent market.
No.
Maybe Chubb, somebody like that, right?
Trade market?
Oh, trade market, yes. I think you can.
I mean, that's where I
where I
think they're
think.
looking.
Okay.
I think it's trade or bust at this point.
So I'd start looking around with some of the top edges, some of the top defensive ends.
I will say I do like Chubb. Like I'd be good with. I think
I'm
that'd
good
be a
with
good
that.
signing.
I'd be good with him. Nose Vic, I'm good with that. But
yeah, I'm good with that.
you got a golden nugget here. And your golden nugget is AJ. You got a golden nugget here, man.
I don't know that he's a golden nugget.
Well, I'll tell you what, other teams might think that. Other teams might think that.
What do you make of that new deal with Romeo Doubs?
I think it's
John
okay.
just tweeted, he said this. Does anybody really believe signing Romeo Doubs would mean the Patriots would stop wanting A.J. Brown?
Absolutely not. It's a meme move. It's like, dude, he's never been over 700 yards. He's only like a 600 yards guy. He's not like a top flight guy. He's not, bro. He'd be the third wheel. I'm not sure he beat Jahan Dotson out last year in this team. I mean, he's not done anything exceptional. But biggest year was 59 catches. I mean, come on, guy. What are we talking about? I mean, he's like a 2 or 3 on some teams. That's not going to be a guy to move the needle for Drake May. But here, I want to show you something on free agency. Don't you agree the only move that has been made so far during this period has been really the Max Crosby trade? That's the only needle mover I see. Is there another needle mover deal you've seen? I mean, Jaelan Phillips is a good player. A good player that got exceptional money. He's a $30 million guy. And I'm like,
yeah, but what's the opposite of a needle mover in the right direction?
Somebody that impacts your football team immediately.
No. I'm talking about, you're right. That's what a needle mover is. That's why Max Crosby is that. What's the opposite of that? When your team loses talent, that significantly impacts your team. And it's one thing to ride the middle. It's another thing to get a needle mover. And then it's another thing to also have a needle mover against you where you lose significant starters on your defense. Because that's what I think's happened to the Eagles.
Totally.
You know, John compared it to one of the other teams, I guess, that hasn't made any moves. And I'm like, but that team didn't lose 3 starters on their best side of the ball. So, you know, for the Eagles, I think it's a little different. I really do. But I don't know, man. We will see. I'm curious to see what they do.
Who's their biggest loss?
Well, it's probably Phillips, because who do they have to replace him right now? No one. But, you know, and that's the most important position. Now, Reed, you can make an argument for Reed too, because, you know, right now it's Sidney Brown, and I brought his name up this morning, and John laughed at it and said, yeah, Vic is out on Sidney Brown. They might trade that guy. So, you know, we'll see. Swagger doesn't think these guys are a big deal. Swagger, I'm telling you, man, you're wrong. We're building a championship defense with the guys that are gone.
Okay, so here's your defense so far right now. Moro Jomo, Jordan Davis, Jalen Carter, Aziza Ojalara, Zach Bond, Jahad Campbell, Nolan Smith, Adoree Jackson, Sidney Brown or Michael Carter, Makuba, Quinyon Mitchell, and Cooper DeJean. How you feeling about that, D?
That's a freaking home run, D. Some of those guys aren't even under contract. Ojulari and Uche's not here. Right?
I don't know. I can't keep count of all these dudes that are bolting on this team. I just can't keep count.
Oh, it's silly. Yeah.
Wait a second here. So let me read this to you too. Now, I've been called today Doomsday Dan.
Doomsday. Wait, what did you call the Monday? The Monday
Massacre.
The Monday Massacre. Oh no.
Okay.
The Monday freaking Massacre, baby.
Okay, so I'm called Doomsday Dan.